Alright, then we should be live. So, a second stream in one day, that might be a new record for me, but anyways, this one's gonna be a quarterfinals match against Pepe in Evizone's 3-star tournament, and this one's gonna be a best of 7, so we're gonna be here for a while. Worst case scenario, this is gonna take like a couple hours to do, barring any interruptions or disconnects or any of that. But we should be getting started in roughly a minute or so. I believe Pepe is streaming this one as well. I could be wrong, I forgot to check. And yeah, I think that kinda covers it all. Alright, so we have Mike here in chat, JS, Shamat, Red Dog, JJ, Maggie as well. Great to see you all here. Rooting for Finn though? Well, thank you. We will see how it goes. Pepe is a very strong opponent, as all of you probably know by now. So, yeah, it's gonna be rough. That said, I just had the two other matches against Bagel and Biz. I did manage to win those, but yeah, I'm not gonna go in overconfident for this one, that's for sure. As for which one of us invites first, I don't know yet. I told him he can flip the coin, and he said he'd do it right before we start. So I think he should be good to go. And now we wait. I could probably check if I can get the link to Pepe's stream here, but the last time I tried to mess with any of that while I was already live, it resulted in some dropped frames, connection issues, so I would rather just not mess with anything. The stream appears to be working now, and well, it's a miracle it's working in the first place, but yeah, I don't want to mess with it. Sure, if anyone wants to see his side of the match as well, should be able to find his channel fairly easily. He might still be doing raids at the moment. Haven't even joined yet myself. Oh, JJ, thank you. I forgot that you could do that. Pretty sure you got this. We will see. It's not the first time I'm fighting Pepe, and it's not the first time I have lost to him either, or wouldn't be the first time. So, it can go either way. I did spot a couple holes in my deck in the previous two matches, and I have not fixed them yet. So, we will see. I'm hoping Pepe can take advantage of that. And also, maybe I should patch one of those holes real quick before we start. So where is Gladiator out? I would rather not deal with that anymore. Who do I replace him with? There's nothing wrong with Gladiator, I just didn't play him all too well. So I'm not gonna take any chances here. I guess Bishop. Why not? Every time you face Pepe, I remember the whole Vancouver time. Yeah. Gotta say though, uh, looking back, I got very lucky. I ended up winning the finals there. I I don't know if any of you remember the match, but it was basically a huge throw for me, which I still ended up winning with the Spider-Ham fight. But we take those. If you get lucky, you get lucky. That's all there is to it. Anyways, can someone check out Pepe's stream and check what he's doing? I don't think we got the time zones, or I don't think I got the time zones mixed up, but it's possible, I guess. Hey, Agent Mikey, great to see you as well. All of these turny streams is like Christmas. Oh, the stream isn't live yet? Ah, I see. Oh, is it scheduled at the very least? And if so, what time? Because I do think I got the time right. I hope so. This would be very awkward if I didn't. Hmm. Best of luck, Finn. Hey, Agent Mikey, thank you for the 10 bucks there. I very much appreciate it. And luck, that is definitely something I will need for this. He's live now. Alright, good. Then I think I got the right time. Also, Agent Mikey, thank you for all the warm-up matches. You were kind enough to actually play with me in the past week or so. It's been very helpful. I'm actually doing alright. I don't think it's happening this year. Have we got any updates on that? As far as I'm aware, there hasn't been anything or any official calls on whether or not it's happening, and if so, when it's happening and where it's happening. I would very much like to know, regardless if they are keeping one. Assuming they are, I will try my best to get there. It just wasn't very fun doing the qualifiers last year. It was the most stressful few weeks I have ever had. Hey Jason, great to see you here as well. AB2, not sure if I mentioned you before. Man, I'm falling out of C5 already. Other rewards even worth it. Ah, crap, the Titan shards. And the 7s, yeah, I gotta do some grinding there as well. Crap. The last few days, it's so annoying trying to play. I shot myself in the foot for not playing more BGs. I can't type properly, I'm being slow. Alright, looks like we are getting started. So once again, this is a best of 7. So first person to win 4 rounds or 4 matches will advance to the semifinals. And this time around, once again, I am eligible, if that's how you say it, for the winning rewards as well, for the money bonuses. So I will definitely try my best. That's the plan anyways. Okay, and this deck is a lot bigger than the ones I have fought before. This is gonna be rough. Relic on Juggernaut, that means he's planning on using him. Same with CGR. Probably should have banned him over maybe Hulkling. We'll see. CGR is definitely very annoying, a little bit RNG dependent. For Serpent, he had Kushala and America Chavez there, so I do need to be mindful of that. Serpent, I need something for that myself. None of these will work. Bullseye I could take here, but that's not gonna work. He has Negasonic and she's not banned, and there she is. Good thing I didn't. Okay, Bishop kinda melts everyone else I have. Serpent is still standing without a counter, but I don't have one either. Guess I'm going these two. Okay, these don't seem all too annoying. Wolfram might great to see Corndog as well. And yeah, well, talking about my draft, it always, or not always, it tends to look pretty bad at times. And I really gotta pull off some weird tricks to try to win the rounds. So, I don't know, I'm not all too happy about my current one either, but it's not looking bad right now. He did get a counter to Serpent, a better one than I have. So that will be a problem. That said, I think I am gonna go with this. Essentially have to win this round, otherwise I'm screwed when he puts down his Serpent. I have a counter that works, but a counter that's not the greatest. We'll see how it goes. Please crit. Don't be annoying with your AI. Good. The last crit, I really needed that. Okay, did take round one, that's good. I'm still not off the hook though. There are a few problems I need to deal with. One being the Serpent that I don't have an option for. Love this tourney idea. We have talked about this in my alliance for a fun tourney. Yeah, these are fun, but also very stressful. Okay, so basically his only two defenders at the moment are Red Skull and Serpent. For Iceman, I have Bishop and he knows that, so it's not gonna deal anything really to him. Red Skull, I do have Galan to deal with that, so Serpent is the best option he has. But the issue is that my defenders are bad as well. I can try to trip him up with Negasonic here since she is new. I doubt she will do much though. Pepe is a strong player and she doesn't really do anything. Well, here I gotta go for my best option, try to get the win rather than fighting Serpent. That's about best I can do. CTR can't parry Negasonic, so I have a shot here. Small one, but still. I forgot that the passive stun is only against skill champions. good thing it didn't cost me. What? Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. I miss a parry? Okay, good. Thank God. If I lost because I miss a simple parry, I would have been pissed. Alright, that's round number 1 done. That's nice. I gotta recheck my bans real quick. Archangel, Hulkling, Juggernaut, I'm gonna stick with the same ones. As scary as CTR is, I do think Hulkling is the stronger champion with these nodes, since CTR does rely on being able to parry and land debuffs. Hey Oliver, great to see you. Just getting started, had the first match just now. So AA, Juggernaut, and Hulkling. Gonna take Bishop as a 2-way early on. Serpent makes sense. Who's even my best Serpent counter? I'm not really sure. Not even sure if I have one. And if I don't, that's a big, very big issue. Okay, there's a bullseye. I have 2 counters for that. Iceman is dealt with as well. Domino, to a lesser extent, but still, Bishop does work for that. Kushala early on to deal with any annoying, well, I guess Cosmic's Serpent. Serpent for 1. Doesn't have a great option for Onslaught yet. And I do need some defense. I'm gonna regret taking Electro here. Okay, he got Nick Fury and Prowler as well. I do have a backup option for Electro. I just don't really want to try it. Okay. In that case, Mathing. Off you go. Bullseye will get destroyed by Sunspot. Domino, he has Prowler. He's probably gonna use that for Onslaught, to be honest. Blade won't do much for me. Nick Fury, I could try some cheese with that. Also, I guess defense in case he uses Sunspot for something else. Guessing Mephisto for him here. Could go America Chavez, but I doubt it. Though that would free up his Prowler for defense for 1. Okay, Bullseye, that's interesting. Not sure what to think of that. Yep, so that one coming. Probably should have gone with the Bishop now that I think about it, but this works, it's just I haven't done it before, so it's gonna be a rough one. Kushala does work for Manthing very well, but there is nothing he can do to protect himself from the poison. Don't purify this, thank you. Essentially the game plan is this. Ah, I missed the X. Okay. Barely landing any crits here, that's messing me up. Okay, how do you catch a Nightcrawler on a dashback? How does that even happen? Okay. Crap, that's very bad. I should have used Bishop. Or even Nick Fury. I threw so hard on that one. I might have to switch bans to Serpent if I don't have options. I need to double check that. Did I really forget to counter Serpent with my deck? Surely not. Come on. He's gonna use Prowler. No, he's gonna use Nick Fury. No. I don't know. Either one, and then he's gonna use Domino on defense. I'm guessing Prowler. No, he has to say Prowler. He's gonna use Nick. I'm all over the place. This is not gonna go well. I mean, I might win this round, but what then? Yeah, that's not even gonna be a win. Oh, it is. Oh, he tried to do it fast. Got it. But well, I can't do anything round 3. Nothing. I can try to do something, but it's not gonna work. Hmm. Well, gamble it is. That's all I can do. Try Kate versus Domino. Yeah, that's the gamble. And he goes, okay. He's gonna try to do it fast as well. He sacrifices safety for a champion he knows how to use, and just tries to do it faster than I can, without losing as much health. Why did you have to throw it immediately? And she failed it. Yep, this is a loss. Still gonna play it out. You never know. Failed the other one as well. Yeah, that's a loss. I can't believe I threw round 1 so hard. I knew he had nothing for Man Thing. I should have gone with my safest option for Serpent, which was Bishop. I don't know why I didn't do that. If that comes to bite me and I lose because of it, it's gonna be so annoying. But it is 1-1 now, and before I send the invite I gotta double check. Do I have anything? You know what, guys? I don't. can't believe I didn't bring counters. Okay, in that case I'm gonna sacrifice the Archangel ban, that's fine. I can deal with that. Where's the Hulkling? There, I'm blind. Silk against Magic would win. What's the context here? Oh, I see. So now I'm gonna go on a counter for Man Thing. Can't really do anything about it. Still need defense, so I can't really pass up on it. Hmm. None of these options are really what I need right now. This could be bad. It's gonna get Sunspot immediately. Well, Archangel kinda does the same thing in this situation. I'm guessing Guardian and Archangel would... Well, could go Guardian and Nightcrawler as well, though I doubt it. Spider-Ham is another option for Man-Thing, but that's still some health loss. I didn't get any great domino counters. He did get Prowler, but that's not as good. He can Gallon Mathing, yep, that's what I meant. He is Nullify immune, so he can do that. I gotta land the switch again, I gotta land it soon. I gotta be quick with it and I can't mess it up. Well, I messed it up, but there's still a chance. Well, there it is. That's another throw from me. I can't believe it. Oh, never mind, I wouldn't have won anyways. Prowler does him that well. Okay, well, that's news to me. Okay, looking at the draft then at this point, I'm in trouble. Well. Let's see, he's gonna use Galan for this. He doesn't need Galan for anything else. Who will he give me? Who do I have to fight? Let's see. America Chavez. That's okay, I think. Man, this is a risky play as well. I don't have a choice. I gotta save my mutants for Nick Fury and Kate. Now, Chavez, just don't shrug off my first parry. Whatever you do, just don't do that. You shrug off the first parry, I lose. I'm dashing back with my right thumb so you wouldn't throw heavies. I'm not blocking at all, not a single frame. Chavez, what do you gotta be annoying right now? Okay, good. So now then, is there anything I can do, realistically? I think the best thing I can do is Nick Fury on defense and just Bishop nuke it and hope it works. Pepe is a Prowler player? I did not know that. Okay, Nick against Nick, Archangel against Bishop. I should be able to finish with more health unless he does the second life skip successfully. Which is entirely possible knowing Pepe. It's not easy to pull off, but he always does some crazy fights when it's needed. Oh, do not disconnect me. You better not mess with me. Come on, load me in. Do not. I lost like 7 seconds. Ah. Throw it immediately. Throw it. One more. Die. That's good enough. No, you shrugged off the incinerate. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna need you to throw that special too. Or not. You purified the second one too. Well, I've lost this now. I can't believe it. First connection issues and then you shrug off both the incinerates. Ah. Oh, thank God. I don't know how I'm getting super unlucky while getting lucky at the same time. Hey, ducky boy. What's good? It's good that I'm not losing due to being unlucky. That's what's good. Why does this guy play so stressed? I am stressed because there is money on the line here. Ah. Also, I love playing these tournaments. They really get me going. If I sound stressed, it's because I am, but I am also having fun with it. So, I'm going back to work, Finn. Best of luck, brother. You got this. Thank you for stopping by. Well, if anything, he now thinks I don't know how to fight Nightcrawler. Well, I might be able to use that. Maybe. Potentially, at least. Okay, there's the Atuma. I have Havoc for that, so that's fine. In a tournament, I will always put my money on Demon Finn. I don't think your odds are bad, but I wouldn't do that every single time. Okay, do I take Electro, risking getting Nick Fury or Negasonic immediately afterwards, or do I go Thing to split the Galan? I'm gonna go Thing to split the Galan. Good that I did, because Nick Fury was immediately afterwards. He's got Titania now, well then, okay, yeah, never mind. That's not gonna work. If I take a Tuma and Bullseye, he can only use Sunspot for one, and if he gets Negasonic, he can only use that for one. Do I have enough offense to deal with all of these? I do. I'm going with this. He didn't get Negasonic. Okay, so his best option for Bullseye, if he doesn't use Sunspot, is either Nightcrawler or Nick Fury, in which case I'm assuming he goes Nick Fury for safety. Nightcrawler will lose some health. Atuma will also lose health with all of these. So I can potentially scrape off another round here with those two skill champs. Red Skull on D, I gotta go Kate, everything else, probably Bishop. He's gonna use Nightcrawler on defense, I would assume. Goes Iceman first, I gotta use Bishop for that. He's gonna go Sunspot or he's gonna throw. Technically could go Titania, but with increased combat power rate and special spamming, because of that I don't think he will go for that. Goes Red Skull. Okay, this might be a throw round from him. Unless Red Skull does something that I don't know about. And now I just need to not mess this up. Gonna be extra sure that all of my parries stick before I go in. That was stupid. What? Don't do that to me. Just die. That special one was so mean. It's unbelievably mean that you did that. Okay. Now, what's my best course of action? I think Bullseye on D, he does absolutely nothing for me on offense. I don't need to save him for anything, and he has a counter that can work well. So round 2 probably the best place for me to use him. Goes Nightcrawler on defense, he has to go Sunspot on offense. I can use Havoc for everything here that's left. But is it fast enough? I don't think so. I'm just gonna go with Kate. See how it goes. I can potentially scrape this fight here. He's gonna be quick, but he will lose some health. Guaranteed. Now, if I can just get the switch. Perfect. Okay, we'll see. Is that enough? It is. Good. Great. Perfect. Hey Finn, how you doing? What do you think about the GC meta? I'm not the biggest fan of it because it's too dependent on your drafting. But if you're drafting well, then it's a lot of fun. Andrew, I wish it was over, but no, it's a best of 7. I gotta win one more. Okay, my first attempt against Nightcrawler, because it went so badly, it worked in my favor here as a bluff. It wasn't intentional, but it worked, so I'm not gonna complain about it. Okay, it was my invite, his invite, my invite, his invite, it should be my invite. Pepe might think that the fight is over. Honestly, for good reason, since another quarterfinals was only a best of 5. I think they only did a best of 5 by accident. So Pepe might think that this was a best of 5 as well, while in reality it should be a best of 7. Not sure. I mean, if you are switching it to a best of 5 because, well, the first quarterfinals was a best of 5, I wouldn't mind it, of course, but that's not how it's meant to be. So, just gotta wait, I guess, see what happens. How are you doing, Mr. Fintech? Hope all is well. Currently, I'm doing great, fantastic. He gave the GG. I think he doesn't know the best of 7. Yeah, honestly, I'm a little bit, well, Shamat, I think, do you have Oliver's contact, Bullfighter, online? I'm pretty sure the only quarterfinals that we have already had so far was the XXXX against Owl, and they played a best of 5. So I'm not sure what's the best course of action. We kinda need Oliver here to call it. Do we keep going for a best of 7 as it's meant to be in the rules, or do we keep the best of 5 as it was played for a different set of people? I don't know. I am fine with whatever. I would love to just be done with it now, but the rules say otherwise, so I'm just gonna wait for Oliver to call it before I start celebrating. I guess it kind of depends on Pepe as well, but We shall see. Poll a 3-star challenge in Battlegrounds. Oh, what do you mean by that? Like an actual in-game challenge, like we have, not here, some of these things, or hmm. Oh, my TV's about to shut off. Well, hopefully he shows up soon. I mean, I guess this is one way to lose your momentum, but well, I do have some leeway now, so should be fine. Well, in the meantime, what should we do? I can't really enter stream until I know for sure what the call is, but I don't really have anything else to do at the moment while we wait. Let's talk about Finland in the meantime. I mean, sure, if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer. Hmm. Blues Brother, I think that could potentially work, but the only issue with that is if you want to do a 3-star, well, some sort of objective, then you really need to match other people who are also going for it. Because if you're using a 3-star deck and you face someone with all their 7 stars and 6 stars, that's not gonna end well for you, and I doubt you'd get the objective even done at that point. So it would be frustrating, but if there's something to force people to use 3 stars for objectives, then potentially yes. Like a separate queue, for example, for only 3-star decks. How cold is the winter usually in there? It depends on what part of Finland you live in. I live in the south, so it isn't that cold. It's like minus 20 to, well, the most it's like minus 30 or so that we tend to have Celsius. I mean, in the north it can go well above that. Have you seen Northern Lights? Personally, I have seen them only a couple times here in the south. It's pretty rare here, but up north, every single winter, if you want to see them, they are there. Yeah, Sami, the score is 3-1, and I think Pepe thinks this one was a best of 5 because another or the other quarterfinal fight or match was played as a best of 5. So I think he just said GG's and went on his way. So I'm now just waiting on the call for what to do from Bullfighter. So usually tournaments like these have some sort of time limit on breaks and all of that. So I guess I'll give it a few minutes, and if nothing happens, then I am gonna have to call the stream here. It is getting late, it's almost 1 a.m. So, in that case, I guess we are keeping it a best of 5, as did the other people, but I'll give it a few more minutes to see what happens. I don't know how to say it, but your voice doesn't match your body. No offense. No, Joshua, I get it as well. I agree with you. I get that a lot, and yeah, I can see that. Finn, we need to know about closet polar bears. Well, there are not any over here, so at least none that I have seen or heard about. Who knows, maybe other people here keep them in secret and I just haven't been told. A war question. Who is the best counter to Red Skull on path 3 second section? Uh, yeah, the shock node, Red Skull. Who do we usually use? I actually can't recall who we usually use. It could honestly be Corvus Glaive lately, since he is a 7-star now. I think I've done that at least once. But yeah, considering his permaband, I would assume Hulkling can do the fight just fine. It's just slower. Magnetos should be fine as well. Well, actually, no. Probably that doesn't work anymore now that he's buffed. That's honestly a great question. I guess Nebula would work still. Though her damage sucks without the shock since he's immune. Never mind, don't listen to me. Usually when I help with war plans, I tend to just find counters for specific fights and see what's doable and what's not, and our BG's other officer, White Mummy, usually does the most of it. So I'm probably not the best person to ask right off the bat like this. I can't remember these things off the top of my head. I usually have Aunt May open with the full champ list as well as whatever champions our BG mates have and then try to look for potential options. So off the top of my head, I can't really give you a great option other than Corvus Glaive. Oh yeah, Terrax and Surfer. We have used Terrax before. That's one of the Surfer. I don't think we have, but yeah, I can see how that would work. Well then, since Oliver isn't showing up, Pepe is gone, didn't accept my invite, and all of that. So I guess we are calling the match there at a 3-1 victory for me. Not the way I was expecting it to end, but I will take it. And yeah, I'll give it a few more minutes with chat and then I'll call the stream here, but I'll leave the match at that. Do all Scandinavians, Norse, Finnish, Swedish, etc. all speak English? So many of them seem to speak it, I've noticed. Uh, I can't speak for Swedes or Norwegian people specifically since I don't really know any. But in Finland, or English is taught in schools from third grade onwards. So essentially, most Finnish people do speak English. Finn, can you sing? Uh, I would like to think so, but I'm not going to. At least not on stream, if that's what you're wondering. That is something that you will not hear or see unless you catch me drunk in Vancouver some point or something. I don't know. But no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm way too shy to do that in front of people. Then I shall get you drunk somehow. Finn speaks better English than a lot of English people. I, well, yeah, I would argue with that. If you're natively an English speaker, then naturally you are going to be better at speaking English than I am. But I would argue that some accents out there are at least harder to understand than the one I have. So at least I got that going for me. That explains it. We don't learn other languages properly until like high school, and even then it's not great. Yeah, it's honestly pretty great that we in Finland do study English at such a young age and all the way throughout school going forward. It's very useful. For me personally, I already knew English pretty well before the third grade, simply from video games, watching shows, and all of that. And also, I have three older siblings who also tend to watch shows and all of that in English, so I picked it up pretty quickly. And at school, well, let's just say it wasn't much studying for me in English. I was just doing what we had to do, and that's about it. Did you win or still waiting? I was still waiting, but since nothing happened, there's no point in me sitting here waiting. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call the stream here. I believe that is a win by forfeit then from Pepe, as was the other quarterfinals, but not the way I thought the match would go. But here we are. Native speakers get lazy. People who learn a language are more formal and correct. I guess that's fair to say. Yeah, I can see that. If I'm gonna be completely honest, sometimes I say that I am better at English than I am at Finnish. I tend to forget words in Finnish that I know in English, and it's annoying at times. And in my day-to-day life, I do use English a lot more than I use Finnish, mainly due to MCOC and all of that. But yeah, it's just I don't know. It's weird. My mother's surname is Have. I'm half Norwegian. Top. That's nice. I believe, how would I translate that to English from Finnish? That is a word in Finnish as well. So uh, it's like a dream that you have for your future. Not like a dream when you're sleeping, but something you dream about accomplishing or achieving in life, or in general, I guess. Finn, before you go, what's goodbye chat in Finnish? That kind of depends on how formal you want to be. There are more than a handful of ways to say goodbye. Well, goodbye in itself, the formal way to say it is hyvästi. But for chat, that's just, I'm not even sure if we would translate it. We just use the lone word chatti for chat. So hyvästi chatti would be how we would say it. But yeah, I'm gonna call it with the Finnish lessons there. I'm ending the stream and going to bed. It is 1 a.m. Although, now that I think about it, I do have to edit two more thumbnails for the war videos. They are scheduled and they will come out at 12-hour intervals between each other, so I gotta get the last two thumbnails edited and uploaded. So I'm gonna go do that and then I'm going to bed. Next stream will be either tomorrow or on Wednesday. I would assume tomorrow since I gotta do the semifinals then for this tournament and then finals whenever that is. So you can expect those. Other than that, I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna call this one here. If anyone else is still live, if JJ or anyone is still in chat or any of my mods, then feel free to post a link to someone's stream and maybe people can hop on there. If not, that's fine. I'm not very big on rating people as I'm a noob streamer. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I'm gonna call this one here. Thanks everyone for joining.